Was anyone else's heart pumping so damn hard when you saw that ending of this episode of Baby Steps? Like, hot damn, dude. Like, this episode of Baby Steps was freaking crazy. Like, that ending of this episode, dude, when you see Achan and Ide, they're going at it, they're having that massive rally, knocking the ball back. That shit was insane. That was so insane, dude. Did you see that? Like, holy crap. That was so good, dude. When you saw that freaking rally at the end, they're rallying the ball back and forth and all that. When you see the eyes pop up with Achan figuring out how to use his instincts and, you know, his intelligence to be able to figure out where he wants the ball to go, he was finding a perfect balance. And when you see how he was using that at the end, he was just knocking the ball back. Ide was actually knocking the ball back towards him. They were having this massive-ass rally, and eventually Achan did it. And what made the moment so much better, like right before that, is when Achan once again feels that perfect balance. Like, he looks at his hand, and he does this, like he feels it and all that. And then all of a sudden, you see him do this. He puts his hand like this, and you see like that wind around him, all that. Oh my god, dude, that's so fucking badass. That's so badass, dude. It's so badass. Like, holy crap. Baby steps, baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. Always kick ass with its episodes. Like, oh my god, the way this episode was used. Let's put it this way. This episode of Baby Steps used pressure. Like, it actually makes so much damn sense. It does. It makes so much fucking sense. And this amazes me with how Baby Steps does this. It continues to add these realistic elements into the series, and you don't even realize it until after, you know, it comes out. Like, the thought of pressure, how Achan was figuring out how to control pressure, the pressure of people placing all this pressure upon him. For instance, you know, he has to get this last point, he has to win this, you know, if he loses this, his entire life will change. I mean, all this other pressure with the crowd and everything, he had to learn how to control this pressure. He had to learn how to erase some of it to where he can overcome it. And that's kind of what Achan was doing throughout this entire episode, and to see that displayed, it's so good. It's so good, because what's so good about this is it's kind of realistic. It is. I mean, there's different types of way to handle pressure, and to handle some pressure, it's best to actually just go straight towards it and acknowledge the pressure, and try to slowly just relax and forget about it a little bit. Like, just let it go. That's kind of what it was. And to see how that was done, it makes a lot of sense, because I have seen in some cases that this is possible, and some pressure can do this to people. Pressure can make it to where you play worse or better, and to see how Achan figured out his own balance for this pressure, it just goes to show you his growth as a character, how realistic Baby Steps can be with its different types of themes it adds into the series with these matches. Like, you would think that the writer would run out of damn things to add to make these matches so damn intense, but no. I mean, every time I see Achan just grabbing his racket, and, you know, he's fixing the wires on his racket, you know, how he did his own setup every time after he does a shot, he has to do that. I mean, just to see how he has his own rhythm and different things like that, how he still uses that and it's still showcased in the episodes, even though it's not said anything about it. You just gotta love how more depth keeps getting added into this series as we go by the episode. Like, more of these little details keep added on to Achan. He started from the bottom, from a shitty-ass player, into someone that is a true monster now, and he has all these different techniques and stuff he does that he showcases without even saying anything, because us as a viewer have seen him grow alongside of these techniques. I love it. I love it. So, Baby Steps this week. Best damn episode, I think, of the series. Oh, yes. Yes. Definitely the best episode of the series. I'm not counting the romance episodes, of course. I'm not counting those. I'm talking about in terms of just the craziness of these tennis matches. Like, this is personally one of my favorites. That Ardia match, oh god, that was a good match. But this right here, this was so freaking good. This was so good. I need that rematch of Ardia. I need that rematch of Ardia versus Achan. That is going to be so hype. I cannot wait for that shit, because after seeing this, I wonder what Achan is going to do. So tell me your thoughts in the comments below. How do you all feel about this week's episode of Baby Steps? Was it as hyped to you as it was to me? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How do you feel about Achan using pressure and learning how to overcome it? You have a wonderful day or not, wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.